Hi, I'm Dee and welcome to my first ever week in a life of a full-time freelancer, content creator, activist, author, journalist, all that jazz. I started the week off with my tasks as Queer AF's audience development producer, which involves a summary of how we did the week previously, creating and scheduling content on all our social platforms, and here I was creating this week's podcast carousel. Then we had a reel go up later in the evening, and that was my day. This is my first ever transition shot I've done, so props to me for that. The next day I was delivering a workshop in my role as the training manager for Pride in the City. This one was on creating an inclusive LGBTQIA+ workplace, and here's my little guy keeping me company on the train. This workshop was in London, so I did have to do a little bit of a travel, but I really enjoy the trains at the moment. Here's a little bathroom shot of me with my little name badge. Woo. Then here is the outside of the room. Unfortunately, I didn't film anything inside, but it went great. And then I got back on my train and decided to write a Substack on the train whilst it was crowded, and the person next to me definitely saw me write this. Next up, we have Wednesday, and I was back to my Queer AF duties. Again, scheduling threads on Blue Sky, general admin, and then outreach, emails, and all that lovely stuff. And I've recently started cycling, which has really helped because I basically work from my desk the majority of the week, so a little cycle helps. And then I decided to create my placard for London Pride. I am walking with AKT this year, and my mum always says I am really good at creating posters, which is something I should put on my CV. Here's me the next day, a little bit tired, but again, ready to do some Queer AF bits, and also had another workshop for Pride in the City. This one was virtual, and it was the second workshop I was delivering for this particular organisation. I didn't really do anything different on Friday. I was just basically at home. So here's me on my way to Pride, and there I am with my little AKT top on. And here is me actually walking in the Pride with AKT, singing along to Chaperone. And then I went to stay at my parents' after Pride and got to hang out with my brothers. Kittens. So yeah, let me know if you'd like another week in the life.